As you can see, the snow's already falling, so I don't think I'm going to go get that cheeseburger I was wanting. I'm just gonna go to the Humane Society and come back home. I might go to the store. Haven't decided. So I've dropped off the dog biscuits at the Humane Society, and then I ran to Walmart for a couple things. I've been kind of craving potato soup, and I have potatoes and vegetables already here. So in order to make my cream of potato soup, I got some heavy whipping cream. It was $5.67. This is the cheap brand, the Walmart brand. I didn't set out to buy these, but I did. I thought it would be good. It's snowing. We're supposed to get quite a few more inches of snow. This was $3.46. No, it wasn't. It was $2.68. Bread. The bread was $1.96 for a little half loaf. And eggs. I didn't have enough to make enough breakfasts to last till the end of the month, and I was wanting to make some deviled eggs, so I went and got some eggs, and they were $5.97 for a dozen. But then, so I didn't go to the one cute little diner for my burger. I went to a local place and bought just a regular little cheeseburger for my lunch. But they had eggs on sale. Farm eggs for $4. So I just decided to buy another dozen because they were almost $2 cheaper. Yeah, almost $2 cheaper than the Walmart eggs. So, and probably a lot fresher. I also got these cheddar smoked sausage. I don't think I've ever had the cheddar flavored ones. These were $3.46 for 6 of them, 14 ounces. Hopefully they're good. They sounded good, so my total was $19.74 at Walmart, plus $4 for the eggs I bought at the little burger place. So it's about $23, $24, almost $24. Yeah, almost $24. So I think I had $40-something left on my budget for the month. So still doing good, not over. And now I'm gonna put this stuff away. So all 3 of my little food scrap bowls are full, so I'm gonna have to go out in the cold and snow and dump them. I also have to feed the birds. So I went out and fed the birds and dumped my kitchen scraps on top of everything because the garden beds are frozen solid. Speaking of garden beds, I ordered some potting mix from Walmart, the other day, and it was supposed to come Friday. Well, it came today. Also, my birdie's bed is coming today in the snowstorm. It was supposed to be here yesterday, and yesterday it was on the other side of Louisville. And then it was in Nashville, which is even further away. And this morning it was in Lexington. So, and it supposedly is out for delivery. So we'll see. It's funny how, I don't know, how things go further away from me. I don't know. I'm making some fries in my air fryer. In the air fryer setting in my little oven to go with my burger. I hope my burger is not ice cold by the time I eat it. It is cold out there. With the wind chill, it's like 9 degrees now. It's around, I think last time I checked was 21 when I was driving. So I forgot to mention when I was outside a few minutes ago that when I first walked out the door, some large bird flew out of my neighbor's pine tree. It was huge. It was, my first thought was a blue egret, but apparently they aren't in Kentucky. I just did a Google search. All the egrets are white here. So I'm wondering if it was a blue heron, because it was big. It was bigger than a hawk. And it looked bluish and bluish gray. So it's too bad I didn't have my phone handy with my camera turned on. That would have been kind of interesting. I feel like I'm becoming one of those bird watching kind of people in my old age. So I got all excited like a week ago when a red-bellied woodpecker came and ate at my bird feeder, and I got a video, but it was sideways for some reason. I sent it to a friend of mine, but I didn't put it on my YouTube video because it was the wrong way. It was good. It's a beautiful bird though, and I didn't know, I thought it might be a woodpecker, but I didn't know exactly what it was, so I had to look it up. And yeah, it's kind of interesting. I don't know a whole lot of bird species just by looking at them. I know very few, in fact, so it's fun to kind of see what's out there, what's hanging around your house. I have all kinds of little birds now that I don't know what they are. I have no idea. So I'm getting ready to eat my burger and fries. The fries are almost done. I just got off the phone with Spectrum. So I noticed the other day when I got my bill, well, when I pulled up my email, I only have Spectrum internet. It'd gone up $20 a month. So it went from $29 to $49. And I just got off the phone with them, and apparently I had a promotion of some kind that went away. I currently have $10 off their lowest package, or their lowest price, so looks like I'm going to be paying $49 for the next year. So years ago, when in the late 1980s, when I was stationed in Germany, I went on a Volksmarch. Just about every weekend, that's what I would do. I would just get in my car and go. You go to little towns around Germany. You go and you walk 10 or 20 kilometers or whatever it is. And so I went on one. It was a snowy day in the winter. Back then I didn't care about the weather. I went Volksmarching in mud, and because most of them go through like a forested area. A lot of them did. And so if it rained, if it snowed, it didn't matter. They still held the Volksmarch no matter what the weather was. I've been in lightning storms and, yeah, not too many, but rain, especially the first couple years I was there, it was really bad. It seemed to rain every day. And I would go and walk through these muddy places, and afterwards I'd either get a snack there at the Volksmarch or go to a little restaurant nearby. Sometimes I would go all the way home. It just depended. But one day I went in the middle of the winter time, and me and my friend stopped at a little restaurant, and I had cream of potato soup there. It was the best potato soup I've ever eaten. So after this, I came home and I tried to make it. I think I got pretty close. It may not be exact, but I think it's pretty good. So I'm gonna make a small bowl of it. It sounds good, especially with the snowstorm we're supposed to get. It snowed most of the day, and then this afternoon it quit. It's supposed to pick back up and really start snowing. Right now the sun's out. But yeah, so a little funny side note, because I have Volksmarching awards, I guess. I have plates and mugs and medals. I think I got rid of most of the medals though, but mostly plates and mugs, wine glasses from Volksmarching. And one of my first exchange students was from Germany, and we were talking about the Volksmarching thing. I was telling her that I was stationed there, and when I told her I used to Volksmarch all the time, she said, yeah, that's what old people in Germany do. I was in my 20s when I was Volksmarching, so it's old German people, I guess, and Americans that Volksmarch. So it's really bright in here. The snow is blinding. So this is actually Wednesday, the day after the video I taped yesterday. I'm in the middle of editing that video because I was so tired last night that I didn't do any editing. I just went to bed. You can see, I don't know if you can tell, I look worse than normal. I woke up worse, swollen. I wear a CPAP at night. So I apparently slept for 9.5 hours last night, and woke up all puffy and swollen. And it's still not all gone. Anyway, I usually sleep 6.5 to 7 hours, so that was real unusual. And I had a really odd dream. I don't know, I guess I could tell you about my dream. Um, so I dreamed that I was still married and my kids were younger, and I lived in this little cottage, and it had a very deep basement that went down multiple stairs, like concrete stairs. It wasn't scary or anything, and I had never been down it. But my daughter had gone down, and she was 4 or 5 in my dream. And she came up and told me all about it. They had dragon statues and all kinds of, it was like a museum. And I thought, oh, that's really cool. I want to see it. So I'm looking for a shirt to wear to go down in my basement. I guess I was getting dressed anyway. Then a carriage pulls up. Yeah, a carriage pulls up with a tour group to go into my basement. That was weird. I woke up before I got to see the dragons. Yeah. Anyway, isn't that strange? Anyway, when I was editing, I just got started, and I realized when I'm making my soup that a part of it didn't get taped. So I guess I thought the camera was on, but it wasn't. And I was sauteing. It was the very first part of making the potato soup. So the whole part where I cut up onions and celery and sauteed them is gone. So I put a little oil, put a little butter in the pan, in the pot, and let the butter melt, and then I put the chopped onions and celery in there and sauteed them till the onions were kind of brown on the edges. And I then put a little bit of garlic, the minced garlic that I have in the fridge. I put maybe a clove of that in there, and I sauteed it for another minute, and then I think the next part of the video shows where I've already put the water and the potatoes in. So I just wanted to explain that part of it. And so there's no part missing out of the video. Another thing, so there's, I've decided to put, if you watch my other videos, I'm working on the back bedroom, and I've decided to put the Japanese wave tapestry up in that room. So I have 2 tapestries that I am not going to use. And I was just gonna take them to the thrift store, but I've decided to give them away on this channel. There was one person, and I'm not sure who it was because I can't go back and look at. So once I reply to a comment or give that person a heart for just to show them that I read their comment, I can't read those comments anymore. I may be able to, but I don't know how. I've tried. So if that's possible and you know how, can you let me know? Anyway, somebody said that they would buy it off of me, but if I decided not to use it, but I want to give it to them. So I have a bunch of mailers that I used to use to sell books on one of the websites, Amazon. I can't remember. I think it was Amazon. Anyway, I used to sell my books after I read them because books were so expensive, and I would get a little bit of money back on them. This was years ago. So I still have a bunch of those mailers that I've bought. And now I take my books to halfprice.com. It just saves me time and energy. So anyway, And because I have made a little bit of money from this channel, not a whole lot, but I'm assuming I'm gonna get a check maybe at the end of next month. I think that's how it works. Because you all are watching and helping promote this by watching the videos and clicking the like button and even commenting, I decided to give the other one away too. They're both used. They've just been hanging up on the wall in that bedroom. When I took them down, I washed them both. And they're in the little, they're both folded up in the little nightstand next to that bed in that room. So it's not a big, they're both in good shape. The only thing that I used to put them up was little thumbtacks, little clear thumbtacks. So there may be tiny little holes. I didn't even notice the holes in them. If you'd like the New York City one, let me know. If more than one person wants it, then I'll just put all the names in a bowl or something and pull one out. Very small thank you for watching my channel. I know it's not much. But if somebody else can use them, that's a good thing. So let me know. Here's the New York City one. And I just put enough water, almost 2 cups, just to cover the potatoes to cook them. I'm gonna let those cook until they're soft. I might go ahead and put a couple chicken bouillon cubes in there too. So the potatoes are starting to get soft, so I'm gonna put some shredded carrots in here. So the potatoes are soft, so I'm going to take some of them out and mash them up. And I'm going to put some of the heavy whipping cream that I bought earlier in here. I'm going to mash up a few more potatoes. That noise you hear is me boiling water for the celery. Also took some of the celery and onions, and I mixed up some tuna so I can make a tuna sandwich tomorrow. gonna put a little thyme in here. I don't remember what I ended up putting in the soup that I made when I came home. I wrote it down, but I can't find that little homemade recipe book. It's somewhere in the house, I think. I'm just gonna let the soup simmer and while I blanch the celery. So I'm just gonna eat a little bit of this soup because I still have some of the Mexican quinoa meal I need to eat tonight. I may have overdone it on the thyme. See if you can see it. It's pretty good. I don't know if it's as good. You know what? I think I need to add more butter. I don't think it's as good as the one I had in Germany all those years ago. But I think I'm going to add some butter to both mine and the pot. While I eat my little bowl of soup, I'm going to let this dry, the celery. It's been blanched. It's blanched for 3 minutes and then put in cold water for at least 3 minutes to stop the cooking. Well, the birdie bed came. I thought they were going to leave it by the garage door like they usually do. I'm glad they left it on the porch because I can just slide it in. It's pretty heavy. It's not a very big box, but it's kind of heavy. And these are the Walmart seed starting. You can see they put a hole in one. I don't know why they're in two different kind of bags, but so I'm gonna eat my soup and then eat my quinoa meal from a few days ago. It's time to finish it off. It's been in the fridge probably 3 days now. Don't remember exactly, maybe 4. So I'm gonna eat it, finish this off, and then work on editing this video. I hope you try the potato soup if you don't normally make potato soup. I don't think I put thyme in the one I made when I first made it. I can't remember. I'm not even sure I put celery in it, but I had celery, so I used it. So do you have a cream of potato soup recipe that you like a lot? If you do, let me know the difference between what I made and how you make it. So the big snowfall hasn't started. I think it's supposed to start back around 7, which is in almost an hour. So y'all take care, stay safe and warm, and thank you for watching. Bye.